What's up, y'all? It's the kid Get Busy Rue checking in. Welcome to my mentorship channel. I'm going to be giving a lot of value on here, dropping a lot of gems. And today I want to talk to you guys about what I feel is the most lucrative business in 2025, right? I've been in business for over 6 years. I've done a lot of different things. I've tried a lot of different things. I think the most lucrative business in 2025 is starting a funding company, right? The reason I say this now more than ever, and like I said, I've been doing this for over 6 years. Now more than ever, I've seen so many people starting businesses, and the problem is the reason why most businesses are failing right now is due to a lack of capital. So if you can become that bridge from a business with no capital to getting a business access to capital, you'll be able to make a lot of money while you're solving a lot of problems. I was always taught you want to find a business that's solving a lot of problems, and that's where you'll make the most money. So I want you to think about this, right? There's so many people right now starting businesses, nobody has money. And I'm not gonna say nobody, but most people don't have money. So if you can find a solution to that, you're gonna win. Me, I own a funding company. With this funding company, I'm able to get business owners access to $50,000 up to $200,000 in funding at 0% interest for 12 to 16 months. What does that mean? That means for the first 12 to 16 months, if I get you access to $50,000, you're only required to pay back 1% of what you're utilizing. So if I get you $50,000, you only have to pay 1% of that every single month if that's what you're using. If I get you $50,000, you don't use anything, your minimum payments are nothing, right? Once you start to spend, you have to pay back 1% of what you're spending. So the reason it's so good is because it's going to be 0% interest. No interest is going to be accumulated for the first 12 to 16 months. People don't have to worry about making these big payments every single month. It's going to be super affordable, and they get access to up to $50,000, which is great. And that's the minimum amount. We can do up to $200,000, right? Think about how many people right now can use a service like that. So what I do is I make sure I put together a contract. I let this person know I'm going to utilize my relationships in order to get you access to money at the bank. We're going to aim for $200,000. Contract gets signed. I let them know on the back end, once we get you approved and you receive access to your products and your money, I'm going to charge you a success fee on the back end, which is going to be 10%. Which is going to be 5% depending on what we get them, 15%, right? So I'll get you $50,000. You'll pay me 10% on the back end, which is $5,000. You're left with $45,000 to grow and scale your business that you didn't have and you couldn't get yourself, right? And I made $5,000 for getting you access to the money. So I'm getting paid to get people money, right? With a service like that, it's so important, like I said, because a lot of people lack money. So if you can enter the funding space and you can find somebody that's doing it at a high level, and instead of trying to start the business yourself, you can become what's called an affiliate, right? Before I started businesses myself, I was a master affiliate. I never owned anything myself. I found people that were very good at something, and I would tell them, hey, listen, I want to bring you clients. What percentage can you bring me per every single client I refer? And I would send that same message to 5 people in that industry. And I would partner up with the person that is going to be paying me the biggest percentage out of those 5 people. And then if not, I would then find the person that has the most proven business, and I would partner with them because I know they're able to fulfill the order for my client. The best thing about being an affiliate is you don't have to get the person access to funding yourself. You don't have to communicate with the individual yourself. You literally get paid to connect the client with the person that owns the business, right? Before I started my own business, I was a master affiliate. I would go ahead and I would connect people to credit specialists. I would connect people that were looking to get into Airbnb mentorship. I would connect people that was looking to get into real estate to some of the best people in the industry. And each one of those business owners would pay me a commission for connecting them to that service, right? So in 2025, the best business, I think the most lucrative business I've seen this far is a funding company. You're getting people access to money, you're charging a percentage on the back end, you're making sure everything is contractual, and you're getting paid on the back end to get that person access to money. I think it's the best way to go about it. And then as an affiliate, you want to find, like I said, find somebody that's doing it at a high level, tell them you want to send them over clients, charge a percentage on the agreement where you can get paid on the back end as well, negotiate the highest percentage possible. All you're going to do is, hey, this client qualifies. He's looking to get access to funding. Let's get him $60,000. This is his credit profile. This is what he needs. Boom, boom, boom. What percentage can I get off of this? Once that percentage is solidified, it's written on paper, send those deals. Flood the market, right? You're gonna get paid a lot. So like I said, if you're watching this, you're looking to become an affiliate, I myself run a high ticket funding program. If you're watching this video, you're looking to make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month. You don't know where exactly, you should put your time into. I think it's a funding company. Most lucrative business, everybody's looking to start a business right now. If you can get these people access to money, I think you're gonna win, right? Reach out to people like me or somebody else in the funding space, see what percentage they can pay you per deal. Flood the markets, right? That's my best advice. That's free game, man. I feel like even if it isn't in the funding industry, being a high ticket affiliate is one of the best things that you can do. Find somebody that has a service or a product that you feel is gonna be able to make a lot of money, or like I said, solves a lot of problems. Come up with some type of partnership where they can pay you a percentage. Make sure it's a written agreement, and go crazy, man. For my first 3 years in business, I was a high ticket affiliate, right? I wasn't messing with anybody that was gonna pay me $100, $200. I was looking for those $500 payouts. I was looking for those $1,000 payouts, those $2,000 payouts. I was writing those contracts. I was marketing myself on social media, create my own logo, create my own marketing videos, hire a camera crew, purchase a camera, go out there, have a friend hold the camera. I would speak to the camera, tell them about my funding company, tell them about my credit company, tell them about my Airbnbs, right? I would put together my own package pricing. And what I would do is I would either take that percentage that that person was paying me, or I would add a price on top of the price that they offered, right? My funding company, I usually charge 10% of whatever I get my clients access to in funding. You can come, Rue's charging 10%, shit, let me charge 12%, let me charge 15%. Right now, when we get this client access to funding and they pay this 15%, 10% goes my way, 5% goes your way, you did none of the work, right? So, just get good at becoming an affiliate. I think it's the best way to get rich. You have no overhead, you have nothing to worry about, you have no headaches to worry about. You're literally getting paid to connect the dots, man. Hopefully you guys are thinking with me. This doesn't go with just funding, this could go with anything, man. So if you're watching this video, like I said, I own a funding company. I own a big funding company. I have a lot of different affiliates. I have a lot of different business owners that are coming to me every single day looking to get access to money. If you're looking to partner, you're looking to make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month, literally by just sending me over clients' information or getting someone that's interested in the service and sending them my way, you can make a shitload of money. 2025, man, let's flood the market. Get busy, Rue checking out. Hopefully you guys were able to get some value. We out of here.